We're used to seeing captive orcas at theme parks. Remember Shamu? These seemingly smiling big fish are far different from their wild cousins though, since they have been trained to bypass their natural programming. In the wild, these massive creatures aren't gentle performers that will occasionally get you wet. Oh no, orcas are known throughout the animal kingdom by another, more sinister name, one that they have earned through their reputation of ruthlessness and viciousness: killer whales. And while they certainly are massive and whale-sized, you might be surprised to hear that killer whales aren't really whales at all. They really had us all fooled with those massive flippers. Hi, I'm Jay, and you're watching Bad Science, the only YouTube show that brings you all kinds of awesome, crazy, and sometimes even gross facts from all around the animal kingdom. As soon as I've gathered up all the information I can find about a particular animal, I put it together and bring it to you right here, the only way I know how: badly. Today, we're talking about the big fakers known as orcas. So get ready to get soaked. You're in the splash zone, and there's no escape. Let's get started. Orcas are the largest member of the Oceanic dolphin family, ranging up to 26 feet long and weighing as much as 10 tons. Oh yeah, you heard me right. Orcas are actually dolphins. Big-ass dolphins, but dolphins all the same. Our massive friends are easily recognized by a few key visual identifiers. First is their iconic black and white color scheme. Most of their body is black, with a white underbelly that wraps up around their lower jaw, with an extra white splotch on either side of its head. However, you shouldn't be fooled into thinking those splotches are its eyes. Orca eyes are actually tiny black peepers that are located just in front of and underneath those white splotches. If anybody's ever told you that you have beady little eyes, at least they aren't as beady as an orca. These creatures also have dorsal fins that differ slightly in shape depending on if the orca is male or female. Male orca dorsal fins are very tall and triangular, while the dorsal fin of a female orca is curved at the top, making it look more similar to other dolphins' dorsal fins. I'm not sure why male orcas have their dorsal fins like that. Seems like they might be compensating for something. Anyway, orcas are also the last living member of the genus Orcinus, as the other members have been labeled as extinct, only recognized through fossils they've left behind. This is actually pretty fitting because Orcinus translates to "of the kingdom of the dead." Sounds like a lonely life for an orca, but at least they make up for being the last of their kind by being globetrotters. If you're looking to encounter an orca outside of SeaWorld, that might be easier than you think. Orcas are what is known as a cosmopolitan species. And no, I'm not talking about the magazine. Cosmopolitan species are ones that can be found all over the world in a number of different environments, and that's definitely the best way to describe killer whales. They can live and thrive in the frigid waters of the Arctic and Antarctic, but also the warm waters of tropical seas, traveling great distances for a change of scenery. One orca was even tracked as traveling for almost 6,000 miles non-stop. Orcas are basically happy wherever they end up, so maybe we can learn something from them. While orcas can be happy in any waters they find themselves in, the other members of the surrounding ecosystem probably won't be very happy. That's because orcas are apex predators, meaning they are at the top of the food chain wherever they are. Hello, they're called killer whales. They'll kill everything around them, and you too if you look too tasty. They use their powerful tails to chase down prey, and their 100 sharp teeth to trap and consume it. Yikes, I'm glad I don't spend that much time in the water. Of course, I'm kidding. Orcas have never been recorded hurting or eating humans in their natural habitat. There are infamous reports of captive orcas injuring and even killing their handlers, but these scattered instances are usually caused by the animal's unhappiness or mistreatment. Orcas have, however, been observed to have a very diverse diet. They eat all kinds of different fish, rays, seals, sharks, and even other dolphins. I guess there's no loyalty for distant family for killer whales. A meal's a meal. In fact, there's no creature in the ocean that is safe from an orca's hungry belly. Even the terrifying great white shark is on the menu. And just think, all we could do if we saw a great white shark is shit our pants. Hey, wait! Now's the time. Subscribe to the channel to be entertained while learning. It's free! When orcas aren't munching on, well, whatever they can find, they're probably hanging out with their family. Orcas are incredibly social creatures and have been observed passing down advanced hunting techniques and even special vocalizations that they develop through their families, which are called pods and can contain as many as 50 members. Scientists call this learning and transmitting of knowledge animal culture. Sure, they'll never get to see Hamilton or go to a museum, but they enjoy their own culture, I'm sure. Have you ever slept with one eye open? If you have, you might have some orca in you. Orcas have developed a very special way of sleeping that would be impossible for us to replicate as humans. Because they lack the automatic breathing reflex that we have, orcas have to be conscious enough to rise to the surface and take in air through their blowholes. So when orcas sleep, they actually keep one half of their brains awake at a time. They do this so that they can stay alert enough to breathe when they need to. This style of sleepy time is called unihemispheric sleep. If their entire brain shut off, they would drown in their sleep. One eye also remains open at all times to watch out for potential dangers. The right eye stays open when the left half of the brain sleeps, and vice versa. It's important for orcas to make sure that their entire brain is well rested because they are highly developed and responsible for the creature's impressive range of senses. For instance, the tiny eyes that they have give them excellent vision. Each of their eyes is like a 4K camera in terms of quality, and they can see pretty far too. Their ears are so strong that they have echolocation capabilities that are comparable to their dolphin brethren. As apex predators, orcas use their powerful senses to track and consume prey, but they also use them for another important function: mating. Female orcas sexually mature around age 10, while males mature around age 15. When it's time to make baby orcas, male orcas will sing and engage what must be the orca equivalent of dancing to attract a mate. Additionally, they will display aggressive behavior towards other males. Anything to look tough and desirable, I guess. Although their dancing looks more like a seizure to me. Once the deed has been done, female orcas undergo a gestation period that lasts between 15 and 18 months. That's up to double the length of times it takes to form a human baby. While carrying a baby for 18 months sounds insane to us as humans, orcas do have other things in common with us. For instance, females experience menopause, which means there's a point in their life when they can no longer give birth. This usually falls around 40 years of age for orcas. They still go on to live long, happy lives though, since the life expectancy for killer whales is 90+ years old. Like the bottlenose dolphins we talked about in a previous video, orcas have also been observed committing infanticide, or killing a baby of their own race. This usually happens when a male attempts to mate with a female orca that has a calf, as they are less likely to mate while taking care of a young one. It's a sad thing to see and talk about, but it's an unfortunate part of nature. While orcas killing their own is a scattered occurrence, their numbers are falling. Since 2005, killer whales have had a spot on the endangered species list, meaning that they're in danger of extinction like the rest of their Orcanus family. This unfortunate reality has been brought on by the accumulation of dangerous toxins in their waters, a decrease in food supply, and other human-related interventions. We need to do everything we can to protect these creatures of our planet, but some killer whales have taken matters into their own flippers. There's been an increasing number of incidents where orcas have been seen attacking and even destroying boats in several different parts of the world. You understand well, these go on strike and destroy everything. They're worse than us. Are they telling us they've had enough, or are they just trying to have a good time? Only time will tell, but I would bet that they're fighting for their right to lead a peaceful existence in quiet waters. Thanks for watching this episode of Bad Science. I'm Jay, and make sure to subscribe to EdPOP if you enjoyed the video. You can also leave a like and let us know what animals you want to see on Bad Science in the comments below. See you next time.